Water. It's life's most basic need. But there's a water crisis in our world right now. Seriously, a crisis. Nearly 1 billion people live without clean drinking water. It's happening all over the world, especially in developing areas of sub-Saharan Africa, Southeast Asia, and Latin America. It's a water crisis because it starts with water. But water affects everything. Education, health, poverty, and especially women and children. Let's look at a family caught in the water crisis. It's likely they live on less than $1 a day. When they're thirsty, they can't just turn on the faucet for a nice cold glass of water. They don't have a faucet. Instead, the women and children go off to collect water. Many walk up to 3 hours a day to the nearest swamp, pond, or river to gather water that's been sitting out in the open, exposed to all kinds of germs. Time spent gathering water is time they can't spend learning to read, write, earn an income, or take care of their family. Some women in sub-Saharan Africa spend more time collecting water than any other activity they do in the day. And the walk isn't just hard, it's dangerous. The women are alone and burdened with 40 pounds of water. Many get hurt. Sometimes they're even attacked. When they make it home, the little water they've collected isn't clean. Some families know their water is contaminated with germs that cause diarrhea, dehydration, even death. But what choice do they have? Kids, especially babies, are affected most by these germs. About every 19 seconds, a mother loses one of her children to a water-related illness. And each day, almost 1 billion people are living this way. Until they get a little help. The water crisis is solvable. There are solutions. Some are brand new and innovative, like water filtration systems. Some are age-old, like drilled or hand-dug wells. These solutions bring clean water much closer to the people who need it. A safe water project near a village restores hours each day to a person's life. This time, it's opportunity. It's freedom to go to school and get an education, to work or start a business, to raise a family. Africa alone could save 40 billion hours each year. That's the entire annual workforce of France. Clean water means less disease. That's less money spent on medicine, which means more money for books and school uniforms. And if the water project is built near a school, it can increase attendance, especially among young girls. The water crisis is vast, but we can solve it. Just $20 can provide one person with access to a clean water project in their village. And this will mean more than clean water. Because water changes everything.
Thanks again for inviting me for a sleepover tonight, Peter.
I love sleepovers. Chris, you should always shut off the water when you're not using it.
But how will I brush my teeth without water?
All you need is just enough to get your toothbrush wet, like this.
Why do I need to do that? There's water everywhere. In oceans and lakes and streams and even when it rains.
Well, you're right, but not all that water is safe for us to drink. Here, imagine this. If you took all the water in the entire world and put it in one big pool, it would look like this.
See? I told you that's a lot of water.
It might look like a lot, but of all that water, only a tiny bit is safe for us to drink and use every day.
Oh, that's not very much at all.
No, it's not. That's why we have to be smart about how we use it.
Wow, you're right, Peter. I didn't think of that.
It's always smart to save water.
Where else can we save water?
Well, we can save water by taking a short shower instead of a bath. And by sweeping up dirt outside instead of using a hose. And I always tell my dad when I find a faucet that's dripping so he can fix it. Dripping faucets waste a lot of water.
Oh, I know. Like using a bucket to wash your dad's car instead of using a hose.
That's right.
And when I help my mom do laundry, we can make sure to always wash full loads instead of washing just a few things at a time.
Those are great ideas, Chris.
Wow, I had no idea there were so many ways to save water. You know, Peter, all this talk about water reminds me of a funny joke. What did the ocean say to the shore?
I don't know.
Nothing. It just waved.
That was a good one, Chris.
Spirine kertanga ta chus ponmo yoches pejaste masante kangalino. Chipeze nanga ta kertena spirina jingla chu chu was pasang de tudla tuseka marik mapas pasang skonmono skangal bardo sontenole. mal demo skit po zorakle cheze na ta las sundu nyam pochos pai changma rupte nokle le klama yala so dene ta is tupa project po kherte nang yongche chane tu zena mak chane nokle cheze na daksa jiksen gangme na global warming songba sang gang riun jwin na nokle